everybody. Back from Pecan Grove. Yep, that's right, Mr. Duke. We are tilling the ground. This is new ground. And it's full of tree roots and everything else. I'm having to run the tiller through it to try to get as many of them out of here as I can. We're fixing to create a little garden spot here, and it's going to be the most unusual garden spot I think you've ever seen.
Oh, that's Duke. Look at Duke.
Because this is new ground, guys, I went through here and tilled it 3 times. Then I put my cultivator on here and bedded up 2 rows, and I got it really deep out here because we're going to plant sweet potatoes in here from Hoss Tool. And I got it deep in the middle and on the sides because I want this to hold water, because going through the summers we're going to have, we're going to need to be able to hold water. Now it's going to be wet early because we got rain moving in here a little bit, probably in a couple of hours. I'm trying to get this where the rain can get in here. My sweet potato draws are supposed to be in the next few days, and I want this to be ready so I can come in here and just slap them in the ground. Now, I haven't fertilized it. It's new ground. I'm probably going to come back and fertilize it afterwards. And if you stay with us, you'll watch and see how I do that afterwards. And I know this is kind of a small area. It's 10 feet wide by 30 feet long. But we're going to put some, because of deer pressure here, we're going to put some very unusual fencing around this. We already have it, and we kind of was trying to figure out how we could use it over here at Pecan Grove. So we've kind of come up with this plan. Not going to tell you what it is, because I want you to watch the video and see what kind of fencing it is that we put up around it. Well, guys, we're back over here at Pecan Grove. We want to thank our friends from Hoss Tools. We got some different varieties of sweet potatoes from them, and here we have it's a Japanese cuisine type sweet potatoes called a Muroski number 29. We only got a certain amount of them because they're a purple skin sweet potato with a light flesh color on the inside of them, a whitish pink color. So we're gonna experiment with them over here and see how they do. So they look good and healthy though. I will say that. Now the remaining ones that they sent us, like the Beauregards and the Georgia Jets and all them, we're going to plant all of those over at Deepsouth. But over here at Pecan Grove, we're going to put these in the ground, and we're going to see how they do over here. And I've got my famous forked stick. Ooh, I like that.
Now you're gonna plant them close together, right?
Not too awfully close. Maybe 16 inches apart.
Be lucky.
Yeah, we'll.
We're gonna run out of garden space. We need more space.
Yeah, probably so. Well, guys, we noticing they got really good root systems on them. That's one thing we're noticing about them. They're good and green. They're not dead. A lot of the local ones we get when we used to buy them, boy, we get a lot of bad ones. But now these look good.
And Hoss Tools ships really pronto.
Yes.
They come in and they ship them out the next day, as many as they can. So get your orders in, because they selling fast.
They going fast. A lot of y'all been asking where to get sweet potato draws. Now that's where you get them.
There'll be a link in the description for Hoss Tools. We're gonna water these, and then we're going over to.
We gotta go to Deepsouth, and we gotta make up rows and get them ready, and try to get all the rest of them in.
And then we gotta come back and put a fence up here.
Yeah, we'll end up coming back putting the fence up. Okay guys, we are officially done with our sweet potato bed here at Pecan Grove. Now, I know this looks like it's fortified, but we have a lot of deer over here at Pecan Grove, and we're taking all the precautions that we can. Now, this is a 210 by 10 by 6 foot high dog pens. You can pick these up on Craigslist, you know, people on Facebook put them up in different places. They make a great fortified place for your garden. You know, lots of people send us messages, how do you keep this out of your garden? How do you keep this out of that? You know, guys, this is what we're doing to keep these out of our sweet potatoes over here. Now, granted, this ends up being 10 feet wide, and because we took two 10 by 10s and put them together, we have a 10 by 30 now. And that's a pretty good area. You can grow a lot of sweet potatoes in there. Now, what we've done, because the top would be flimsy way out here in the middle, I drove a 6.5 foot T-post here. Now, I just had some cheap zip ties. We're gonna reinforce that, but just for right now, I got the 6.5 foot T-post at them two sections right there drove in the ground. That keeps the top from being too wobbly. And plus, it's only 6 foot from our fence for our cattle here, so it's kind of a, if the deer, it's a perception thing for deer. They don't like to jump and have something right next to where they're jumping at. Now, granted, I guess they could jump over the end if they wanted to, but I don't really anticipate them doing that, because we're going to come back and tie some, you can use wetting tool. We're going to use row cover fabric to tie up on here, and then we're going to put some, we're going to take every step. We're going to put some bone sauce out around it here, just everything to try and keep the deer out of here. Now, if you want to, and this is your garden spot, you can pick up some pieces of chain link fence galvanized pipe, and they make a twist clip that can put on top of this, and you can run it across it. You can put, you can go to Lowe's or anywhere, and you can get shade cloth, and you can put shade cloth over the top of this if the sun's getting too hot on your garden. In the wintertime, you could stretch plastic over it, you know, to make you a small greenhouse. There's so many options out there, guys, to be able to utilize growing your own food. That's our whole purpose here, is to show people, hey, you can grow your own food in multiple ways. You know, I mean, this is just a dog pen. That's all it is, and it works great keeping possums and coons. Now, I know something could dig under it, but even if that started happening, you could put electric fence around the bottom of it here if you had to. A little cheap $25, $30 electric fence you could put around it, and that would prevent any animals from trying to go in it. And guys, I mean, we have our other garden right across from us here. We haven't had any deer problems out of it yet because we've put the bone sauce from Permapasture Farms YouTube channel, Mr. Billy. That has been keeping the deer out. We've got the ribbons up. No problem with deer or squirrels fooling anything. We've got the fabric down yonder hanging on our tomato cages and stuff, blowing in the wind. We're taking every precaution we can to preserve our food because, hey, that's what it's all about, is being able to raise your own food. What good is it to plant stuff and then just have the wildlife eat it up? I mean, yeah, now, I know a lot of you's going to go, but this is not cost effective. You can buy food from a grocery store and go and pay the doctor. Or you can raise your own food and stay as healthy as you can and stay out of the doctor's office and take the money you'd pay a doctor and put it into stuff for your gardens. I mean, you got to think about this. You cannot look at good, healthy food from a financial standpoint because it just doesn't work, okay? The health benefits from raising your own food is just, you cannot put a price tag on that because they're tampering with all the food now. Now, if you had raised beds, you could put them in here. Your raised beds could be inside this. You could do a row of blocks down through there and with 2x12s on it and set you some landscape pots on it or mineral tubs and grow your stuff in it and put it inside something like this. Put you a shade cloth over the top of it. Guys, it's endless. The possibilities are endless when it comes to doing something like this. So we've got to get busy. We've got a ton more things to do at Deepsouth. We just got through feeding the cows over here at Pecan Grove. They're all happy now. They're out eating grass in the pasture and enjoying their life. Guys, it's cool this morning. The front came through. We got no rain, which was absolutely perfect because we got sweet potatoes planted over there. We got sweet potatoes planted here, and we was able to do it without having to bog in the mud, and it worked out perfect. So we're thankful to the Lord for sparing us from all the heavy weather and rain that most people got. And we just got a lot of wind, beautiful blue skies, no trails. Guys, everything, nice breeze this morning. It's just picture perfect day.